Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MoonShadow. We've got an incredible closer for you tonight. Please welcome Gary Antol.
Hi. How you doing? Happy New Year to you. Well, I'm running up the road one day, my feet was getting sore, when a girl slowed up in a pickup truck and she opened up her door. Now, sweetest thing you'd ever seen, with hair thick and long, said I like some company tonight, baby, why don't you come along? My head is in the clouds, feet are on the ground, she got me feeling good, spirits up and sun is shining down. Afraid that love I made was just a one-night stand, so I said goodbye and I packed my bags and I took off with the band. But the other night, to my delight, she called me on the phone, said I miss you madly and I need you badly, baby, when are you coming home? My head is in the clouds, feet are on the ground, she got me feeling good, spirits up and sun is shining down. She's got to be an angel sent to me from heaven up above. She's always on my mind, looking oh so fine. You know she's the only one I'm dreaming of. She's got to be an angel sent to me from heaven up above. Well, she's always on my mind, looking oh so fine. She's the only one I'm dreaming of. And she made me go ooh, made me say whoa, made me say whoa-wee. Well, she made me wanna jump and shout, tell everyone I know. It was late at night, she hold me tight, never want to sleep alone, and her milk and honey kisses made me shiver to the bone. So if you see me sitting staring, wearing a foolish grin, well, I'm a contemplating when I'm gone to see that girl again. My head is in the clouds, feet are on the ground, she got me feeling good, spirits up and sun is shining down. Feeling good, spirits up and sun is shining down. Feeling good, spirits up and sun is shining down. It's shining down. Thank you. So how y'all doing? Good. You enjoying your dinner and whatnot? Yeah. Looking forward to New Year's Eve? It's not New Year's Eve, right? It's tomorrow. All right. Cool. Sometimes you just don't know these things, you know. Thanks, Mackie. Everything sounds great. It's funny, I got this, a friend of mine's gonna sit in with us later, with me later. That means I can't play any songs I want to play right now because I keep thinking of stuff I want to play with Mateo. But he's got to eat some salmon first, you know, and he's entitled to his salmon. All right, then. Here's a thematic John Prine song. Works for New Year's. Sort of, I suppose. Well, I know a guy's got a lot to lose. He's a pretty nice fella, kinda confused. He got muscles in his head, never been used. Thinks he owns half of this town. Well, he starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, and he beats his old lady with a rubber hose, and he takes her out to dinner, buys her new clothes. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day and then the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. I was sitting in the bathtub, counting my toes when the radiator broke. Water all froze, I got stuck in the ice without my clothes, naked as the eyes of a clown. I was crying ice cubes, hoping I'd croak when the sun come through the window. I saw broke, I just stood up and laughed, thought it was a joke. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day, next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day, next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. There you go. Thank you. Man, I need the phone. They get up for Brody. Brody, are you still here? That was awesome, man. You write beautiful songs. Congratulations. It was great. I really enjoyed your set. I hope you enjoy me tuning for the next 15 minutes. It's an ancient Chinese spiritual. Tuning. It's a terrible joke. Sorry about that. A cold winter frost burns in the morning as the sun around her eyes denser, warm and clear. She'd climb any mountain just to look back on her valley, and then go silky shredding the slides, chasing down her feet. Right how you wanna be, sacred and free. Glide on alone and flow in love. Your soul it sends me. All alone on the water, love love shimmers in her lashes as she strains against the current under crystal mountain sky. And all the fires she's confronted now blow away in ashes. And the world around her heals, she brings it back to life. So ride how you wanna be, sacred and free, glide on alone and flow in love. Your soul, it sends me home. Sometimes I roll loose on the edge of all control, but dawn sees the truth and a weary heart grows hope through the frost. Finds a home, never long. Finds a home. Whoa. You can bask in her wisdom, you can marvel in her courage. Just don't take those things for granted, 'cause we struggle and we fail. Better work to stay beside her, remain strong and never worry. Fire in her eyes, warm the darkest trail. So ride how you wanna be, sacred and free, ride on alone and flow in love. Your soul, it sends me. Ride how you wanna be, sacred and free, glide on alone and flow in love. Your soul, it sends me home. Thanks. Almost dropped the pick a couple times in there. There's a song of mine called Misty Dawn. It's inspired by like one of my best friends on earth, and Guy Beitzel. Boy, little girl, little waterfall world, little valley shaded green, building up a dam with the mud on her hands, making puddles in a little stream. With eyes so wide they can mirror in the sky, paint the truth like a pointed blade. My 2 cents don't make much sense, gotta grow up one day, you know it's saying to me that all the things I've seen repeat ain't nothing free. Not the dust beneath my knees, dirty and I'm humble, but now do what I do best. Scatter the pieces and study the mess. So now the years roll by with a wink and your side gain knowledge, but it ain't clean. It's hard to have the faith and believe in a dream that you had when you were 17. 'Cause every story told gets covered with mold, familiar faces fade. Go back to the phone, everything gets sold. Gonna run cold one day, you know it's saying to me that all the things I've seen repeat ain't nothing free. Not for dust beneath my knees. I'm dirty and I'm humble, but now do what I do best. Scatter the pieces and study the mess. You dare ask why disappointment looms. Spend the rest of your days in an unsure haze, building walls, making little rooms. Take a long look back, be content where you're at, taking all for what it was worth. Well, everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. Saying to me, all the things I've seen repeat ain't nothing free. Not for dust beneath my knees. Dirty and I'm humble, but now do what I do best. Scatter the pieces and study the mess. Thanks. That's my song. It's called Scattered Pieces. Scattered Pieces. Something in the way she moves, looks my way, calls my name, and it seems to leave this troubled world behind. You know, and if I'm feeling down or blue, troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell she's been with me now. She's been with me now, quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on lose their meaning. I find myself careening places where I should not let me go. But she's got the power to go where no one else can find me. Yes, and silently remind me the happiness, good times that I've known. But I said I just got to know them. It isn't what she's got to say, how she thinks or where she's been. 'Cause to me the words are nice the way they sound. You know I like to hear them best that way. Doesn't much matter what they mean. She says mostly just to calm me down. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine. Thanks. Sometimes you just need a pretty song. It has to happen. This is like the exact opposite of that, in the form of a Bruce Springsteen song. Money from my hand while his eyes take a walk all over you. Hands me the ticket, smiles and whispers good luck, better cuddle up, angel, cuddle up, my little dove. You wanna ride on down, down in through this tunnel of love. Soft silk of your blouse, and I feel the soft thrills in our little fun house. Well, lights go out, it's just the three of us. Yeah, well, you and me and all that stuff we're so scared of. Gonna ride on down, down in through this tunnel of love. Tunnel of love. In this tunnel of love. Crazy mirror shows both in 5D. I'm laughing at you, you're laughing at me. There's a cool shadow that feels so dark, brother. Easy for two people to lose each other in this tunnel of love. Simple enough, see a man meets a woman and they fall in love, but the house gets haunted and the ride gets rough. You've got to learn to live with what you can't rise above. You're gonna ride on down, down in through this tunnel of love. Tunnel of love. In this tunnel of love. Tunnel of love. There you go. Bruce. Can always be a mixed review with the boss. You just never know. But I like him, so. Actually, some of the best lyrics ever written, I think, are Bruce Springsteen lyrics. You just have to separate them from the sound of him singing them. And it's all legal at that point. Dude, this sounds incredible. This sounds so good, man. It sounds like my guitar. Thanks. It's not just me. It might be, but. Oh, wow. So I'm looking forward to my buddy Mateo Monk, all the way in from Wyoming. Play with me a little later on. All right. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. I'm 24 and it's so much more. Live alone in a paradise, it makes me think of you. Cause love lying first and last. I look at how the time rolls past, and I'm all alone at last. I'm rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Take one look in my eyes, you can tell that's true. Lullaby, look in your eyes. I'm running round the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, don't mean that much to you. Cause love lost is such a cost. Now give me things that won't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed. I'm rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Take one look in my eyes, you can tell that's true. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. So my dad was my first guitar teacher, and he played in out-of-tune tones all the time too. He was a little bit out of tune. Well, so what else you guys like? What do you like? You clapped your hands. You drew attention to yourself. Yeah. What you want? What's your second favorite song? Cecilia, a Simon and Garfunkel? You need two people to sing that. Can I sing an applicable Simon & Garfunkel song? Are you saying that you like Simon & Garfunkel? All right. Any Simon & Garfunkel tune will do. No, I don't like the sound of silence, actually. Literally, I don't like it. So I used to love to whistle, right? Like that kind of thing. And then I was in a car accident and smashed my mouth up. It was hard to whistle, you know? So I do this song because it requires whistling. Plus, it's a good song, and I never remember the words. So if you know the words, sing along. It'll help me. I'm not saying I can see far enough to see you, but... Well, I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my existence on a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. Well, all lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of a railway station, wet and scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer corners where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Thanks. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la. So asking where only workmen's wages I come. That's not the right words, is it? But I get no offers, just to come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. But I do declare there were times when I was sold on some that I took some comfort there. Oh, here comes that part. Ready? Can you whistle? No? Shoot. Doesn't help. You did great. That was great. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. So here's the part I never get right. Well, I'm hanging out my winter clothes and wishing I was home in the country. It's not there. Where the New York City winters are bleeding me. Leading me. I'm going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame. I am leaving, but the fighter still remains, still remains. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Something like that, right? That's kind of how it goes, right? Thank you for the request. You helped me kill 5 minutes. It's good. Thank you. I'm gonna play like one more tune, take a real quick break, let him come up, and then I'll... Cool? All right, I'm gonna do one more song and take a very brief pause so that if we can sound check Mateo, though he's free to come and play whenever he wants. We just want to make sure everything works. I can't believe you. You bend your words like Yori Geller spoons. Not quite safe here when every judgment seems to smack of doom. Are you okay? Yeah, yeah. Something's fine. You take Nancy from me, Loretta's fine. A legal precedent could set us straight, but no one's brought up suit. And I'm assuming that if they did, the point would still be mute. Are you okay? Yeah, yeah. I'm just fine. You take Nancy from me, Loretta's fine. No, I've changed my mind. Loretta's fine. Still we walk without quite seeing things, but I'll admit there's not that much to see, and I will follow through and expect that you will follow suit. I can't believe you. You bend your words like Yori Geller spoons. Not quite safe here when every judgment seems to smack of doom. Are you okay? Yeah, yeah. I'm just fine. You take Nancy from me, Loretta's fine. No, I've changed my mind. Take Nancy for you, Loretta's fine. Loretta's fine. Loretta's fine. Loretta's fine. Hey, thank you. My name is Gary. I'll be back briefly. Am I safe? guys doing? This is my good friend Mateo Monk, who I have not seen since I think before the COVID time. So it's like the before times, you know. And here we are. And as many times as we've hung out, I don't think we've ever played music together.
No, we have.
I think.
Sat in with Jacob's Ferry Stragglers like twice, I think.
I'm sorry, I don't remember it.
One time was at the brewery at that distributor, maybe. I definitely played with you at least. Like,
Okay, I got you. Did you play flute? You should play guitar. Good guitar player. All right. This is my song. It's called Tumbleweed. And I thought if anything could use some flute, this is the tune. Spent 15 years soaking up too much wine. I like a handful of pills busting down into lines. Two high blindside pigsty crimson eyes. You get your head above the clouds, couldn't even see the sky. No tumbleweed, tumbleweed, well I think you've got the best of me. Rolling down an empty street, avoiding voices I don't see. Tumbleweed, tumbleweed, well I think it best to believe you be infected. You're a sure disease, persistent you have grown, and I'm feeling down past the marrow in my bone. Got my hand in my pocket, thumbprint on the zone, and I surround myself with people but still feel all alone. Between your ears, silent fears, fate begins to show. You know you can't live forever in a rundown, broken home. No tumbleweed, tumbleweed, well I think you got the best of me. Rolling down an empty street, avoiding voices I don't see. Tumbleweed, tumbleweed, well I think it best to leave you be. Infected, you're a sure disease, persistent you have grown. But I'm feeling down past the marrow in my bone. 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 cold. And I'm still standing on the bottom of the loneliest thing to find. Look around, you never stop, gonna find something new to climb. No, tumbleweed, tumbleweed, well I think you got the best of me. Rolling down an empty street, avoiding voices I don't see. Tumbleweed, tumbleweed, well I think it best to leave you be. Infected, you're a sure disease, persistent you have grown. And I feel you down past the marrow in my bones. Down past the marrow in my bones. Down past the marrow in my bones. The marrow in my bones. And I feel you down past the marrow in my bones. It's awesome, dude. Yeah. Your magical wand.
Blessing the audience with my wand.
That was awesome, dude. Sorry I couldn't stay in tune. What else you want to hear there? Guys, like anything that's fast.
Make the cymbals splashy and keep the bass walking.
All right. That's not fast. The only real way to play Gentle on My Mind is to play the John Hartford version of it. And we're not going to do that right now. I apologize.
For this next number, I'm going to do some interpretive dancing to.
Perfect. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Mateo. Why won't my guitar stand? All right. This is going to be in A.
Okay, I like it.
It's all the chords in A.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E
Yes,
major.
all those sounds. Make all those sounds.
F sharp minor.
No, don't do that. This is a song by my former band here. This is Jacob's Ferry Stragglers song. And Guy said, play upbeat things.
Back before Jacob developed a coke problem.
Yeah, but Jacob was a spry young man at one point. He had no gray hair. It was a different world. He had hair.
Yeah, see, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. We got the same barber.
Yeah, we do. Pat.
This is Pat.
We got the barber from
We
Pat.
got the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
So. Sometimes you write a song that's like goofy. You're like, I didn't mean for anyone to like this song. You just keep playing it over and over again. It needs jazz flute. When Beaumont Butler had a heavy day, the only thing to do today blues away. We'll pick a flat top box, steel guitar strings. Well, he thought some raggun stole his weed while he was on the road, chasing a dream, all dressed up in his red ruby jeans. So don't call it a comeback, just call it a show. Better call it a sack whack, 'cause everybody knows. When Beaumont Butler came back around, felt left out, so he sued the town. And all of his friends, they got a little steam. Mateo? As for me, I never met the man, but I've been kind of busy in a bluegrass band. Hails from California, PA. I got my first guitar when I was 5, man, I ain't that great. I ain't jiving, and the only thing I steal is another day. So don't call it a comeback, just call it a show. Better call it a sack whack, 'cause everybody knows. When Beaumont Butler came back around, felt left out, so he sued the town. All his friends, they got a little steam. is a weed and a rag is a rag and a hawk is a bird and fighting is bad. Nothing is worse than seeing the world alone. You know you miss the opportunity to live in a love that another sees. The game you play with blame, that's yours alone. So don't call it a comeback, just call it a show. Better call it a sack whack, 'cause everybody knows. When Beaumont Butler came back around, fell left out, so he sued the town. And all his friends, they got a little steam. When Beaumont Butler came back around, fell left out, so he sued the town. All his friends, they got a little steam. I forget how it ends. That's right. This song just is weird without Libby.
Yeah.
Well, she did all these little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some songs are like that. If they don't
Yeah.
have the things. Yep.
Give it up for Mateo. That was awesome, dude. You want to play one more?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What do you want? Well, that's a renegotiation, Patrick, and you should know well enough. You're a booking agent. We got to talk about the contract now. Yeah. All right, so I don't plan ahead at all.
I don't plan ahead at all. Never did. I don't believe in it.
Just me and my ginger brew.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Who said that? Oh, you're my student. That's one of my bass students back there. You know. She's in a moral dilemma about buying a bass, which is really just solved by saying, buy the bass. Just buy
the bass.
Yeah.
Buy the one you can't afford.
Any
Go
bass
big.
players in the room?
Part-time.
Yeah. If you can play bass, you will always have a gig.
That's true.
Yeah. You can play 2 notes, you got it. Like, it's cool. All right, let's see.
For our fat-fingered friends.
All right, let's give him, let's be psychedelic in the face of not being.
Okay.
Let's play him that Blind Faith tune. I'm playing G. Yeah. Yeah. You just play it there. I respectfully do not bring my rig. I don't have my looper or anything.
Oh, yeah. I saw on your videos you put some local stuff in there.
Oh, that was the early phase. Everything's too much. Actually, you told me. That's too much. Yeah. Call me a noob. I really didn't. The old me was like, whatever, dude. Come down on your own, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting here so long. Somebody holds a key. But now I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. No, wasted and I can't find my way home. Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting here so long. Somebody holds a key. Now I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. No, wasted and I can't find my way home. Give it up for Mateo Monk. That was awesome. My new year has been made. And I'm not going to make him play more because he only asked to play like 2 or 3 songs. And I'm not going to, you know. Well, you know, you get rowdy. Like, I don't do that anymore. All my rowdy friends have settled down, or so the song says. You've always been one with the wood, man. I like it. Sorry, I make the joke. All right, let's see. Guy, you need something like, you look like you're about to burst, guy. Just give me. Are you saying you want me to flat pick something? All right, so still thinking about Gentle on My Mind up here, you know, but only thinking about it. It's only on my mind, so to speak. All right, so this is the first song I played. You weren't here yet. I don't think you were here. Were you here when I played the cornmeal tune? Well, then never mind, I won't play it again. I don't play any Billy Strings tunes because you want me to. Yeah. All right, so I could do that. All right. He plays a lot of Doc Watson. All right, let me see. This is a Doc tune, right? That he didn't sing, just a guitar tune. And I don't know if I'm going to remember it, but let's see. This was the first tune I learned to flat pick, right? Yeah, the Black Mountain Rag. Secret is to play it as fast as you can, right? But the secret of that is to know your limits, right? And to make sure it's in tune. That's the wrong key already. Already started on the wrong note, guy. Then if you do it like Doc, you got to speed it up 10%, right? I've done that a long time. Thanks. In the middle of that, I remembered every instance of why I tell my students to practice certain things. All right. night to set me sailing. Tell upon to find out that you're part of me. It's frozen in the tide of an invading sea, stranded in the waves of growing floods. On a winter's night, frosted and white, paint me breathless in the moonlight down. By the waterside, I swung so high, set me sailing so fair on the shore in moonlight gown. Night you set me sailing. Frigid raindrops melt upon the infant bonds of love. I was never more alive in a regaling dream. I cast away the fears of morning love. And on a winter's night, frosted and blind, paper breathless in the moonlight down. By the waterside, I swung so high, set me sailing so fair on the shore in a moonlight gown. Night you set me sailing, light upon the winds of mercy, guiding troubled skies. They'd open are the eyes of every failing dreams. They'd open at the heart of stony blood. And on a winter's night, frosted and white, paint me breathless in the moonlight down. By the water's side, I swung so sailing so fair on the shore in a moonlight gown. Thanks. Free me out back there. Thanks. That tune's called Moonlight Gown. That was, I don't know if I've ever told you, that's my favorite Stragglers tune. That was my favorite song the Stragglers ever recorded, actually. I like that song a lot. It's about my best friend. Did you guys see the baby? Did you guys see Ludy's baby? Man. No, you haven't seen pictures of the baby? Ooh, man, he is something else. Yeah. He's like all cheeks and lips, just like, what's up? Yeah, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. Darby. Darby Dean. Like, I mean, I didn't want to tell either her or Robin that kid's gonna get beat up. His name's Darby. Right. Terrence Trent D'Arby. Actually, he just needs to be the toughest thing you've ever seen, right? He looks like a Darby, man. He's cute. So speaking of John Prine, it's my favorite John Prine song because it tells a funny story. I didn't know this song. I happened upon it late at night on YouTube, right? And it was just this like video of John Prine in like 1976 or so, and he was obviously under the influence of something, right? And he's telling a story about the song, and I thought it was so funny. He said that when he was a kid, his grandfather would walk him around this lake, the same lake he sings about in Paradise and all that stuff, right? But like, he told him this story about a car that had been up on like a boat launch, right, above the lake, and the emergency brake let out of the car, and the car drifted backwards into the lake. And for a few days, the local authorities looked for the car, and they couldn't find it, right? So they officially had that part of the lake declared to be bottomless, right? Like this little section of the lake is bottomless, right? And I thought that was hilarious, right? So in this song, there's a family who was accidentally driven into the bottomless lake. Right? And it's all the things you could imagine happening when you're 8 years old between your parents, I guess. There are things in this song I have said. That's what I'm saying. Here's a story of a man and his family and a big trip that they took. I heard it going round in a restaurant, read in a history book. They rented a car at the Erie Canal, but the car didn't have no brakes. Said, "Ma and Pa, my God, this car is gonna fall into the bottomless lake." Well, Mama, Daddy with a pale face said, "I've done something horribly wrong. The water's still running in the bathtub. I think I left the kitchen light on." We heard a crash and the car went splash. Compass rolled around and around. Whoa, for heaven's sake, we fell in a lake. Think we're all gonna drown. We all falling down, down to the bottom of a hole in the ground. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Well, I'm so scared I can hardly breathe. May never see my sweetheart again. Well, there's plenty of room in the back seat. The windows is rolled up tight. So we all nibbled on a chicken leg and told stories way through the night. But then Pa told one that he told before. Baby got a belly ache. Instead of looking at fish out the window, I wish we hit the bottom of the bottomless lake. Instead of looking at fish out the window, I wish we hit the bottom of the bottomless lake. We are falling down, down to the bottom of a hole in the ground. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Well, I'm so scared I can hardly breathe. They never see my sweetheart again. Well, Papa played music on the radio, and Mama rocked the baby to sleep. Said I would have taken the other road. I didn't think the lake was that deep. But if the ferry had been there at the end of the pier, we'd be halfway to Uncle Jake's. Instead of looking at fish out the window, I wish we'd hit the bottom of a bottomless lake. We are falling down, down to the bottom of a hole in the ground. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Well, I'm so scared I can hardly breathe. May never see a sweetheart again. So there's always a moral to the story, right? I suppose this is the moral. So if you're ever going on a big trip, you better be careful out there. Start everything on your good foot, wear clean underwear. Take along a Bible for the back seat and read a David and a Solomon. For if you make a mistake in the bottomless lake, you may never see a sweetheart again. Yeah, if you make a mistake in the bottomless lake, you may never see a sweetheart again. 'Cause we are falling down, down to the bottom of a hole in the ground. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Well, I'm so scared I can hardly breathe. May never see a sweetheart again. I said, I'm so scared I can hardly breathe. I may never see my sweetheart again. Thank you. Whoop. Whoop. Sorry, I didn't play Gentle on My Mind. I'm sorry. I'll learn it next time I see you, though. I'll know. I actually just don't know it. Yeah. Jeez. Anybody want to hear anything? That's easy enough. Like, well, he's outside though. Yeah. It's funny, I have this degree in jazz guitar. You think I remember this? I'm learning the song right in front of you. It's just, hold on. So that was a good request, Pat. We're gonna. I know it. I should know. So. I'll play you a country song instead. The complete opposite of Take 5. It's my song, though, so it's country-ish. Where I live, you spend half the time in the cold. Summer burns the autumn into gold. But May's a sweet reminder, feathered winds do blow. 41 years of wandering, it was the only home I'd known. Wanna get back there, grow weary on my own. I wanna get back there, but those days have flown. I wanna get back there, young beauty in my arms. I wanna get back there, civil ways and charms. So many years I strung out all of my time. My head in the water, but heart on the vine. But nothing soft or tender was love within my reach. It's tethered fast in darkness, sunken soul besieged. Wanna get back there, grown weary on my own. I wanna get back there, but those days have flown. I wanna get back there, young beauty in my arms. I wanna get back there, still ways and charms. Sunday morning, a journey once begun. First step in the shallows, I was always on the run. But lessons often simple, hit hard on their return. One day you wake up smiling, with no bitter sand to burn. Wanna get back there, grown weary on my own. wanna get back there, but those days have flown. I wanna get back there, young beauty in my arms. I wanna get back there, civil ways and charms. Thank you. I know, Guy, you want me to play I'm just feeling real mellow, I'm sorry. All right, thank you. I've been playing since noon. Been a long day. Thank you guys for hanging out and listening to me. Thank you. I'm very blessed to be here. Like, I shouldn't be, so. I wish everybody a happy new year. It's whatever you make it, for the most part. Man, this thing's like... I recently attempted to play this song in a hospital room. Really quite magical. It was. And I was very happy to do it. But I had to concede that I wasn't sure that I knew how it went as I started it. And I still don't, so. But I love this song. It's pretty. I'm gonna play a couple more tunes. You're going to be subjected to this one. Have a good night. There is a young cowboy who lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companion. He works in the saddle and sleeps in the canyon, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, dreaming about women and glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Sing goodnight, all you moonlight ladies. Rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Well, deep greens and blues for the colors I choose. But won't you let me go down in my dreams? Rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. So now the 1st of December was covered with snow. So was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. And though the Berkshires they seem dreamlike on account of that frosting, just 10 miles behind me, 10,000 more to go. But there's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, song that they sing when they take to the sea, song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe them if it helps you to sleep. Singing seems to work fine for me. So good night, all you moonlight ladies. Rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. So deep greens and blues for the colors I choose. Now won't you let me go down in my dreams? Whoa, whoa, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I forgot I knew that tune until... Well, thank you, both of you, so much. That's like, I would say, like in the last couple of years, my 3 favorite days, 2 of them involved that sort of thing, with you. So thank you. I was really happy to put your dad to sleep. Like, he fell asleep. I was like, yes, that's what he needed. Right there, that's what he needed. Yep. He looked very happy, too. I remembered eating salmon on the porch or something, like really good food. All right, so I'm gonna play like 1 or 2 more tunes. What do you want to hear? Something more upbeat than that, I imagine. Right. Hello. It's very smoky. I should play something smoky. Right. A little too smoky. Yeah, but we are on the water. See what I did there? All right, so these are my last 2 songs of the year. I'm gonna challenge myself with some words for the first one. I dedicate this one to the man from the Black Mountain Hills. Somewhere out in the Black Mountain Hills, South Dakota, lived a young boy, his name is Rocky Raccoon. Oh, one day his one ran off with another guy, hit young Rocky in the eye. Rocky didn't like that, he said, won't get that boy. So one day he walked in and booked himself a room at the local saloon. And Rocky Raccoon fell back in his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Rocky had come equipped with a gun to shoot off the legs of his rival. Now his rival, it seems, had broken his dreams by stealing the girl of his fancy. And her name was Miguel. She called herself Lil, and everyone knew her as Nancy. So now she and her man, who called himself Dan, were in the next room at the hoedown. Rocky burst in, he was grinning a grin, and he said, now Danny boy, this is a showdown. Oh, but Daniel was hot, and he drew first and shot. And Rocky collapsed in the corner. Oh yeah, do 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 the doctor burst in, reeking of gin, proceeded to lie on the table. He said, hey, Rocky, you met your match. And Rocky said, dog, that's only a scratch. And I'll be better as soon as I'm able. For now, Rocky Raccoon fell back in his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Gideon checked out, leaving no doubt, to hell with your Rocky's revival. Oh yeah, do 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 All right, so my last song, the final song of the year. I already played it earlier, but I want to play it again. and I wrote it, so I'm just gonna claim that I messed it up the first time. Do it again. But I really did not like this song when I wrote it. Like, Libby Eddie was like, no, you have to sing this song. And I was like, I don't want to sing it. And I did, you know. And then it was really neat in the little course of the Straggler's life there. This was the first song that we got on, like, the radio, right? I was driving through Pittsburgh, and I had WYEP on, and I heard myself singing on the radio, which is a really bizarre feeling, right? Because the first thing I thought was, like, I need a better sound system. And the second thing I thought was, like, they need a better singer, you know? Like, and then all that, right? And then I just thought, like, wow, that's really cool, right? So the first time I ever played this song, I played it. Anybody familiar with Rinky Dink's Roadhouse? Anybody ever been there? Mateo, did you ever play Rinky Dink's? No? Rinky Dink's is in a place called, it's in a general vicinity called Amity, PA. It's about 8 miles, 10 miles south of Washington, out in the middle of nowhere. And the only thing missing is Patrick Swayze. It's the only thing. There's a mechanical bull. Like, the place is awesome. No. Yeah, you know, I'll just see the knife in the boot. That's what I do, you know. But anyway, first time I played this song, I played it in the bathroom of Rinky Dink's for a friend of mine. Like, and the bathroom of Rinky Dink's is not a nice place. Like, it's rather infested, you know, and things. And so here it is, right? Well, what I did to kill time before I played a song is the previous day, I went for a walk with my ex-girlfriend's little boy and my nephew, right? Who were both about 4 at the time, 3 or 4 years old. And I wanted to find this place in the woods below where I grew up, my parents' house, right? And there was this huge waterfall. It was in this big green valley, right? And I thought, like, there's no way I'm going to even find this spot again after, like, at that point, about 25 years since I'd been there, right? And not only did we find it, but there were some of my toys still laying in the rocks, like Matchbox cars and, like, there's a little Tonka gas liner thing that I had that's sitting on my piano in my living room right now because I found it under there, right? And so that was kind of neat, right? And then the second thing I noticed was this huge waterfall that I thought was huge, only came to my knee, right? Like, I remember climbing up this thing, like, I couldn't get over it, you know? And I remembered that my sister and I have a younger sister, she's 2 years younger than me, we built a dam just above this little waterfall, right? And my dad found it and freaked out on us, like, because, you know, we were 8, we didn't know you shouldn't do that, right? But the point of it was, like, it was a very cyclical kind of thing, right? I hadn't been there in 2.5 decades, and there was my stuff, you know? Like, and everything was smaller than I remembered it, but in their eyes, it was beautiful, right? So I went home, and I was watching the same little boys dance in my living room, and I was trying to play guitar for them to make them move. That was my thing, like, with the Stragglers. In the first couple of years, if toddlers didn't like the music, we didn't play it. It was that simple. Like, I worked at a preschool at the time, right? And I was teaching and whatnot. And I'd go into they're 3, they don't know your tunes, right? So I'd just go in there and play songs for them. If they liked it, we played it. If they didn't, we didn't. It was that simple. Because what's more like a 3-year-old than a room full of 40-year-old drunk people? It's basically the same thing, you know? So anyway, I wrote the words down to this song in about 45 seconds longer than the song is, which is only about 3.5 minutes, and I've been talking for 8, which is part of the show. And I didn't like it, and I'm going to play it last this year because, like, it was, I've had to, it's the most often Stragglers requested song, and I had to come to terms with finding different meanings for it over the years, you know, and, like, it's been about, I guess, 13 years since I wrote it. And it always means something new. Someone played a simple little song. I was playing this, like, these little boys dancing. It was, right? You can imagine, like, 2 3-year-old aliens. Neither of them had hair yet. Yeah, they're just like, Little boy, little girl in a waterfall world, little valley shaded green. Building up a dam with the mud on their hands, making puddles in a little stream. With eyes so wide they can mirror in the sky, paint the truth like a pointed blade. Well, my 2 cents don't make much sense. You gotta grow up one day, though it seemed to me that all the things I've seen repeat ain't nothing free. Not the dust beneath my knees, dirty and I'm humbled, but now do what I do best. I scatter the pieces and study the mess. So now the years roll by with a wink and your sigh gain knowledge, but it ain't clean. It gets hard now to faith and believe in a dream that you had when you were 17. 'Cause every story told gets covered with mold. Familiar faces fade, they go back to the fold. Everything gets sold and we're gonna run cold one day. Seems to me that all the things I've seen repeat ain't nothing free. Not the dust beneath my knees, dirty and I'm humbled, so now do what I do best. Scatter the pieces and study the mess. So from the very first time that you dare ask why disappointment looms, spend the rest of your days in an unsure haze, building walls, making little rooms. Take a long look back, be content where you're at, but take it all for what it was worth. Well, everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. It seemed to me that all the things I've seen repeat ain't nothing free. Not the dust beneath my knees, dirty and I'm humbled, so now do what I do best. Scatter the pieces and study the mess. Thank you. Thanks. I unintentionally quoted Kurt Vonnegut at the end. Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt, right? And I sang it for about 5 years before I realized that, right? But what was weird is, and you'd like this, Ashley, in Charleroi, there used to be a bridge, and they blew that up, right? And there was a barricade leading up to where the bridge used to be, and I was driving down the hill towards it in like a really crappy-looking November day, right? And my headlights hit this retaining wall, and somebody had spray painted in orange paint, glow in the dark. Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. And if you could have seen that juxtaposition against the Mid-Mon Valley in PA, like just destruction, like, you know, just Shakespearean tragedy of like what happened to my homeland, you know, over the course of time, it was like perfect, right? I was like, wow. So I've been working on this song. I had everything but the last line of that song, right, for months. And I was sitting there at the red light, and I went, everything's word, that's cool. I had no idea that it was, and then when somebody told me, it's an epitaph at the end of, is it Slaughterhouse 5, is that, yeah. On the final page of the book, there's a drawing, and on a gravestone, it says, everything was beautiful, nothing hurt, you know? Yeah, and that's a great epitaph, really. It's a great epitaph, really. All right, have a good night, Happy New Year. Sorry I talk so much. And thank you, Mateo. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. It's so nice to see you.